Hi Aquarius-Pisces, welcome into your 2026 yearly forecast mini oracle reading here at Cusp of Roses. My name is Gabrielle. For anybody new here, welcome. For those of you returning back to the channel, welcome back, my loves. And special shout out to all my channel members tuning into this message early and ad-free. I love you all so very much, and I thank you for your love and support. It truly means the world to me. If you want to become a member of the channel for exclusive viewer perks and so much more, you can join at that button next to subscribe underneath this video if you see it, or you can click the link in my description box and it'll take you to the same page where you can overview the member tiers, see what's offered, and join where you feel comfortable. I'd love to have you guys on the more intimate side of our channel. But until then, Aquarius Pisces, let's get into what I was channeling here for your 2026. Okay. It felt like there was a lot of unexpected twists and turns. As I was meditating in the energy for you, it just felt like you're in one flow and then something shifts, and then you flow that way and then you shift again, and then it's a lot of unexpected energy. Okay, so things could just be coming out of the blue, left and right maybe, or maybe a little bit more spread out. Okay, or you might have little clusters of unexpected energy, and then that paces out, and then you have another cluster of unexpected energies. Okay, so keep that in mind. Whatever this unexpected flow that's happening for you in 2026, it's to help balance something out. Okay, now this can show up maybe even in your relationships, in your connections, in your partnerships. Okay, and it does feel like you might be challenged with thinking outside of the box a little bit more than usual, or more than you're comfortable with. Something is going to really maybe push your creativity, your creative problem solving skills here in 2026. But it seems like this unexpected surges of energy is to bring about some sort of harmony. So you might not be aware that there's an imbalance, and then boom, whatever has to balance comes, but it is unexpected, if that makes sense. Yeah, and it's ultimately trying to guide you towards some sort of stream of happiness, flow of contentment. Okay, so whatever's getting kind of shook up here for you in 2026, at the root of it, it might have been something that maybe wasn't true to form, not necessarily authentic for you, but conditioned for you to believe, taught to you, shared with you, what you learned in your youth or your formative years, right? Like those seeds that might have been planted then are being uprooted now, so that new things can grow, where you can plant new seeded energy, new ideas, new connection, new meaning. Something about applying meaning to things is important. Okay. All right, so divine universe, show me what this all means and what this shaping out to be for Aquarius Pisces in 2026. All right, yeah, it's ultimately leading you to some sort of peaceful energy, or giving you room for more peace in your world. Okay, so what does January 2026 look like for Aquarius Pisces? Isolation, interesting. Okay. You might feel like you want to be alone, okay? Or maybe isolation was a part of those seeds that were planted. Feeling like you can't really trust people or connect with people, or not really feeling like you're a part of something, or feeling connected to those around you. Yeah, that could bring about a little bit of sadness. Now, this could be more reflective of, again, that conditioned, internalized messages that you maybe got from early childhood, or you could be surrounded by people that you feel isolated with. Okay, Maybe there are relationships that are under review for you in 2026. Is this a connection that actually reflects me, or, you know, does something need to shift? Does it need to change? Do I need to show up better? Do I need more from whoever I'm connecting with, or less? It's like something around your partnerships, your relationship dynamics is going to be like at the forefront of 2026 for you. Because I do think maybe there are some connections you feel isolated in, even though it's a connection, right? Like, yeah, you are surrounded by people, but you still feel alone, kind of a thing. Now that, again, could just be a reflection of your growth and evolution, right? And hence maybe why something needs to shift when it comes to the people you're surrounded by. Or this could also be internalized habits that you maybe have. Maybe you self-isolate because it's more comfortable to be alone, as opposed to lean on the connections of others or lean on the people around you. So again, take it all as it resonates for you. This is just a general energy. If you want a more personal 2026 yearly forecast, you can book that at my website, cusproses.store. That'll be linked below in the description box. Okay, and you can book that from now to January 31st. But show me February. Passion, interesting. Okay, now February is where Neptune and Saturn have their conjunction in 0 degrees of Aries, okay? And Neptune does rule part of your energy. So that fiery Aries could be igniting some sort of fire within you, okay? Maybe that's what kind of comes to the forefront. Maybe you need a little bit more passion in your life, Aquarius, Pisces, a little bit more, I'm hearing fiery determination, commitment. Okay, okay. Something a little bit more solid might be desired in February here, okay? Maybe this is also a reflection of relationships and partnerships. Maybe you figure out that that could be what's missing for someone here. Like, yeah, like there isn't true desire, okay? Or that's what's missing. Some sort of fiery element, passion. Some of y'all maybe only really truly feel passion when you're alone. Okay, so I feel like there's going to be a lot of self-reflection on why you feel the way you feel, why your habits are the way they are, and then what about that maybe is ready to shift and change. Maybe internally, and then what about how those habits show up in your relationships and partnerships. It really does feel like connections are at the forefront, at the center of 2026 for you. Okay, how does that reflect in your connections, your bonds, the dynamics you're a part of, and again, what needs to shift about that? So a lot of shifting could be happening here. Okay, show me March 2026. Yeah, like I said, reflection. Okay. Some of y'all maybe have settled for the idea that you'll always feel lonely. And maybe that's an idea that the divine is trying to get you to let go of or break up with. Yeah, confidence. Yeah, surrender. It seems like there is going to be a lot of lessons learned about maybe how to show up more authentically in your relationships, partnerships, and connections here, Aquarius, Pisces. What parts of yourself are you isolating from others that they might want to get to know, that they might want to connect with, that they might even enjoy? It's almost like somehow something or someone, yourself or someone else, has maybe convinced you that those parts are not pleasing or you know, you shouldn't show that side of yourself, or, you know, people aren't going to like that. And it's something about that, something about what you've been told about yourself. You might have to have some sort of healing with, or cleansing with, okay, or reconciling, or seeing it, something that you took to heart, considering the source of, like, who was telling you that. Do they even like themselves? Do they live in a way that is healthy or reflects the truth of who you are? You know what I mean? It's like those internalized ideologies, perspectives, things that we believe to be true about ourselves that might not even be real, could have just been a projection from someone, but because of maybe who they are, or, you know, whatever pedestal we put them on, you took it to heart. Okay, so there is that kind of shift in your own way of thinking here in 2026, Aquarius, Pisces, okay? But that kind of reflective, where did this idea come from, could start happening here in March. Show me April for Aquarius, Pisces. Okay, love. Yeah. Maybe you're also doing a lot of reflection on what love is, what love means to you. Maybe things that you thought were love, you're coming to realize isn't love. That's going to definitely be a bigger theme for the collective as well. Breaking up with the ideas that have taught us about humanity and connection, and yeah, especially with that Neptunian influence. It's a larger, grander scale spiritual awakening that's happening, okay? And it seems like it's showing up in your world in 2026 through the lens of connections, relationships, partnerships, friendship, lovers, family, okay? What you've learned to accept as love, or what you've internalized as true love, might not actually be the full picture. So like, if, okay, isolated, maybe not a lot of affection, maybe you didn't grow up in a home that was very affectionate, so then affection and that kind of love aggression you've deemed as, well, that's what real love is, but it's only a small portion of it, so there's like more to it. That's not all that love is. So yeah, maybe you're just reflecting on love. That's, I mean, it's a beautiful, beautiful space to be in here, okay? Because it does feel like you're going to get to a deeper truth about what love is for you, what love needs to be, and not only in how you receive it, but also how you give it, okay? Show me May for Aquarius, Pisces. Ooh, too many. Can I get one for May? What's the overall energy for May 2026 for Aquarius, Pisces? Confidence, right back out. Okay. So maybe by May, you start to better understand what you want out of love and what you're willing to give to love, how you want to engage with the energy of love. And that feels good. Yeah, that feels really, really good. You feel confident in your ability to maybe love in a new way, Aquarius, Pisces, okay? Show me June. What does June look like for Aquarius, Pisces? Faith. Yeah, maybe that's the part that was missing. Understanding what love means to the spirit, as opposed to maybe the body or the mind. Yeah, faith comes into play. Okay. Show me July for Aquarius, Pisces. Space. All right. Now that is the month where the lunar nodes shift. North node shifts from Pisces to Aquarius. So you're still in North node energy here, Aquarius, Pisces. South node moves from Virgo to Leo. Maybe you're also going to learn the difference between isolating and boundaries. Okay, maybe there's been a lot of extremes of that, wanting to be completely, absolutely alone, and then wanting to connect with so many people and having all this passion and wanting that. How do you find a healthier balance with that? That could also be a theme for you in 2026. Seeing maybe space in a new way as well. There's also just maybe a lot more room in July for you to grow and expand. Now that you have this confidence in your faith, in love, okay? You're seeing the right reflections. You're getting the right understandings. So maybe something gets cleared out here in July. So you maybe have more room to receive. Tell me more. Show me August 2026 for Aquarius Pisces. Okay, that's way too many. Okay, balance. I can't make it up exactly. So come August, you then have that better practice of balance between isolation and passion. Maybe that's what you feel like those are your two modes. I either want to be absolutely alone, not bothered by anybody, or I'm like madly in love with the world and just very in the feely. And okay, yeah, something about that dynamic might be balancing out here for you, and that's going to have a positive effect on your relationships, partnerships, and connections. Because it almost seems like the more you really learn about yourself, Aquarius Pisces, the better you can show up, not just for yourself, but for those that are connected to you. Again, some part of yourself that you've maybe been hiding or keeping in that isolated state might want to connect with others, might want to be seen and loved and received and appreciated or connected with. Yeah, it's an energy maybe that you're ready to share, or maybe that requires a level of vulnerability that might be very new for you. Okay, show me September. Overall energy for September 2026. Thank you. Trust. Okay. Yeah. Maybe the root of all that isolation was not being able to trust. Maybe that inability to trust was also showing up in your connections and your relationships and partnerships. So something about that definitely shifts. Okay, being able to trust those more maybe sensitive, more intimate parts of yourself with those that you do love or that love you. It's almost like you're ready to let people a little closer to you, Aquarius Pisces, in 2026, where you might have really held strong boundaries or walls. Okay. Show me October 2026 for Aquarius Pisces. Oh, way too many. Way too many. Uh-oh. Show me October 2026 here for Aquarius Pisces. Thank you. Too many. A lot going on in October, I guess, for you. Can I get one for October? Creativity, but kind of in reverse here. I don't feel guided to take reversals in this reading, so I won't. I feel like this maybe sparks new energy. Excuse my pupper, y'all. I think this maybe sparks new energy. Once you get to that ability to balance and trust and share and be vulnerable in new ways, Aquarius Pisces, then this whole, I almost feel like flow of inspiration maybe comes forward. So it's like a whole other aspect of yourself that's ready to create and bring in experiences and connections and just different energy for you come October. Okay. So a lot of inspiration. Show me the November 2026 for Aquarius Pisces divine. Thank you. Protection. Okay. This might be for the first time in a long time, Aquarius Pisces, that you actually feel safe. Take that as that resonates. Because it almost seems like you weren't sharing, or you were isolating, or kind of staying a little bit detached and distant because you didn't feel safe. You didn't feel like you were protected. You might have felt like you couldn't trust. Again, like this could all be in reflective of the people around you. Like maybe that's what changes. Something definitely has a shift again. And it feels like when it comes to your relationships, your connections, and partnerships, that then kind of unlock this whole new world for you, because you're able to feel balanced. You're able to trust. Okay. You're also able to have the space that you need. So maybe it feels like people were demanding too much of you. Okay. So you come into that understanding that you are protected, or you are safe here in November. And show me December 2026. For Aquarius, Pisces, divine. Thank you. And sweetness. Right. And then it feels like you get to indulge or really truly enjoy those connections that maybe last, or kind of withstand whatever these unexpected shakeups or this unexpected shift within yourself. Okay. So again, as things fall off maybe here in 2026, it's only leaving room and space for new things to replace it, or to happen, or to come in. But by the end of 2026, it seems like you are enjoying life, or enjoying where you are in the moment, enjoying your partnerships, your connections, the love that you have, enjoying giving the love, you know, like that kind of exchange with your external environment, your outer world, feels more reflective of your inner world. All right, we're going to leave it there, Aquarius, Pisces. Thank you so much for tuning into this message. I really do hope it brings about some sort of clarity, confirmation, or guidance that you might need throughout the next calendar year. If you would like your own 2026 yearly forecast reading, a personal one with me, you can book that again at my website. In those personals, we will pull an overall energy for all 12 months, but I'll get into tarot. We'll clarify each month with tarot for you, so you have a deeper understanding of what that really means, or how that might show up in your world. All right, and again, you can book that cusproses.store. That'll be linked in the description box below. You can also shop your cusp merch on the store. Thank you to everybody who has supported so far. I appreciate you. All right, and if you have made it this far in the message, make sure you're subscribed to the channel so I can pick up on your energy in future messages and readings. And definitely consider joining the membership here. I'd love to have you on our more intimate side of the channel. But until then, Aquarius, Pisces, sending you a lot of love. Hope you have a wonderful year, and I'll see you in our next one. Namaste.